talk about embracing emotion and just how important it is. And just to kind of summarize what I mean, and I guess some examples is I've never known anyone to have a life where they never feel sad or an unpleasant feeling or, you know, just kind of maybe it's lonely or maybe you just kind of feel like quote unquote empty. And ironically, if you feel empty, you have to embrace that feeling in order to feel fulfilled, in order to, yeah. And like I said, I've never known, I've known a lot of people, and I know people who I can think, hey, they have a good life. That I think that person is genuinely happy in their life. And what's funny and ironic again about being happy in your life is you're not happy all the time. I could say, and feelings are fleeting, but I could say I'm genuinely happy in my life. But sometimes I get home from work or I get home from practice or I wake up and I just, you know, I feel maybe that emptiness or just like, but I'll tell you what, the times I notice myself suffering, when, it's like suffering is like when you just like, you feel an unpleasant feeling and you can't shake it. It just seems like you just feel like you're trying to escape. Like I feel like I'm trying to escape something and I can't get away. I'm just helpless. And ironically, what helps me with being helpless is embracing helplessness. It's just embracing, hey, you know what? All right, bet. If I'm gonna feel like this for the rest of my life, I'm gonna embrace it. And then it's almost like magically, it could be 30 minutes later, 2 hours later, I don't even notice when. It just like all of a sudden, like, oh wow, hey, this isn't so bad no more. So for me, when my suffering kind of dissolves, it's always when I've embraced it. And when my suffering is prolonged, it's always when I just can't seem to embrace it, when I'm resisting, when I'm trying to, run away and get out of it or fix it or defeat it. Like that's always what prolongs it. And those times in my life is like, I don't know, it's just cloudiness over me for, it could be hours, could be days. There's been times where it's been months. And the better I get at embracing it, the shorter these periods last because I'm able to come back to awareness and I don't know. It's like I've built the habit of embracing. And so eventually when I become aware that I'm just like, that I can't shake whatever feeling it is, then I'm able to just like, all right, screw it. Like I literally say to myself, okay, bet if I'm going to feel this unwanted feeling for the rest of my life, I just imagine worst case scenario, I'm going to feel it for the rest of my life. And I'm just always going to be like this. I'm like, hey, I might as well start living now, Don't wait for unwanted emotions to clear for you to start living your life. Embrace them. And I think this is important for, fulfillment, to feel fulfilled because, like I said, I've never known anyone to only feel positive, desired, pleasurable emotions. So it's a full spectrum of emotions. So if you want to be fulfilled, you got to embrace that full spectrum. So it's important for fulfillment, and contentment. And I think it's also important for, success and happiness is you got to be able to embrace how you feel and not try to run from it and numb yourself from it, which, with whatever you like to use. For me, it's Netflix a lot of times. Like if I just want to run from something and like I can watch Netflix and not be running for something, but I can also watch Netflix as a form of just escaping. And those are the times where I like binge watch. And lately, I when I come home and I feel that like feeling like I just want to binge watch Netflix, I'll often just sit down and just feel it. Whatever you feeling, just feel it, man. And that's life for me. That's fulfillment for me, is embracing those emotions. I'm gonna leave that there.